The letter live from Jackson High School. I'm Mike Popovich from the Canton Repository, along with Aiden Brueck from the Green Sports Letter. And this is our first look at the Jackson Polar Bears this season as they take on the GlenOak Golden Eagles in a Federal League battle. Jackson off to a 5-1 start. GlenOak looking at a 5-4 start. We're hoping it's going to be a good game tonight, Aiden.
We are hoping it'll be a good game. Now, obviously, both of these teams come into this game with a little bit of a record discrepancy. GlenOak 5-4, Jackson 5-1, but GlenOak's got more experience on the table. But Jackson's only loss has come to Hoban this year. Jackson has gone undefeated in every other game that they've played this year besides their second game. And they look to be on a roll off the back of Cam Weekly, Mitch Finnefrock, and Kyle Monterrubio, three guys that are definitely leading this team to success.
Well, Jackson is a team that can beat you in any different ways, especially with their shooting. Mitch Finnefrock, 7 of 10 threes in their game against Alliance at the Mount Union tournament earlier this season. Cam Weekly, another great three-point shooter. Kyle Monterrubio, good inside-outside player, Walsh University recruit. So when you have that many guys who can affect the game in so many different areas, it's no surprise to see Jackson off to a good start.
Yeah, Mike, and I hope you guys enjoy some brass tunes because we have the band right next to us. So
Jackson's pep band is bigger than some marching bands. I think I've made that remark to you.
It is very big. It's very large, Mike. Now, on the GlenOak side of things, 5-4. They beat a strong Brunswick team in the second week of action, and since then, they have been on a tear through some of these teams. They've had a couple of blunders along the way, but most of those came in the early bits of the season. Led by Bryce Broom, Lisbon James, Issa White, Reese Zerger. All these guys are all able to spread out on the floor and make sure they get stuff done. Now, in terms of starting lineups tonight for GlenOak, we have Bryce Broom at the point, Jackson Kendrick, Lisbon James, Issa White, and Reese Zerger. On the Jackson front, Cam Weekly, Mitch Finnefrock, Cole Baker, Caden Loy, and Kyle Monterrubio. Now, Mike, we did get the chance to talk to a couple of these Federal League coaches before we started our broadcast here today. Here is Jackson's head coach, Tim DeBebeck, right up for you.
All right, Tim, coming into tonight's game 5-1. You only have 6 games into this season, with the holidays and everything here. I'm guessing you guys are really trying to itching to get back going here and getting back into the normal routine with Friday, Tuesday games.
Yeah, I agree with you. Our guys, most teams play 8 or 9 games, and right now we only got 6 in. So we're looking forward to playing tonight and obviously get back in that rhythm, like you said, Tuesday, Friday. I think our guys are excited. Hopefully we have a good outcome tonight, but we got to play hard. I mean, the Federal League's so good right now. You got McKinley, GlenOak. Any given night, team could beat you. Perry's playing well this year, and obviously Hoover. So, yeah, we got a tough stretch here. We got 4 of our next 5 games at home, which is nice. We've only had 1 home game, so it's nice to be home tonight. And our kids are excited. We came in this morning, shot around, and hopefully they're focused and ready to go tonight.
You had stumbled early in the season against Hoban, but guys have been able to rattle off an impressive win at Hoover and some decisive wins along the way. I recall seeing the Alliance game a couple of weeks ago. Just your impressions with how you're playing so far.
It's hard to tell. Like I said, I mean, it's kind of weird. It seems like we haven't played for 2 weeks, but we've only had 2 close games with Hoover and obviously got beat over at Hoban. I think that was good for us to, Hoban's obviously 7-0 right now, so that was a tough game up at Hoban, but our guys learned from it, and then we bounced back and beat Hoover. But there won't be no easy games now. I thought we played well at Alliance and shot the ball well at Firestone in the other games. So. This is the meat of the season right now. You always think about beginning of the season, where you want to be at, and then middle of the season is right. That's the Federal League, and then obviously you get ready for the tournament and you make a tournament run. There's 3 parts of the season, so we're in second part right now, and we got to be ready to go every night.
And tonight you're facing the GlenOak team, 5-4 in the season, but they had an impressive win against Hoover, a come-from-behind win. They played McKinley tough earlier this season. What's been your impressions of them?
I've seen them 3 times live, so you get a chance to go out and see teams. Obviously, over Christmas break, since we didn't travel this year, they beat Brunswick, a team that went to the regional finals last year. So they beat some good teams. It depends what GlenOak team shows up. I think they got a lot of talent. I think more talent than most people in the league. So they got a couple guys who are 3-year starters with Broom and Zerger, and then you throw in a mix of Issa White that's playing well, and a couple of the other guys. James is back. So hey, guys off the bench, they're long, 6'4", 6'5". Zerger does a nice job, on the glass, inside out, and he's going to Walsh for a reason. I know Coach Young offered him a scholarship over there, so he's pretty dang good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live. We also had the opportunity to talk to GlenOak head coach Rick Harrison before the game, so here is that for you guys as well.
All right, Rick, you guys are 5-4 coming into this game. Hard to believe we're almost at the halfway point of the regular season here. But how would you assess where you guys are at as you approach the halfway point?
I think with the type of team that we are, we've played very well at times, and we've struggled at times. But we've played some pretty good competition, and I like the direction of our team. Tall task here tonight. This Jackson team is loaded, as they always are. And again, it's Federal League basketball, and you're gonna have to be on your P's and Q's if you even want to compete. So we're hopeful that our work these last couple of weeks will show up tonight. We can take care of the ball, and we can guard. And the thing is, when you're playing this Jackson team, they all shoot the ball really well. They can play with pace, they can play with tempo, and hopefully we can match that pace and match that tempo, and we can get stops. And a couple of times that I've seen them play, in certain games they didn't miss. So if we can't get out and contest that three-point line, we're in for a long night tonight, but hopefully we'll get out and do that.
A lot of people look at your team, they look at guys like Reese Zerger, who's going to Walsh, Bryce Broom. A couple of guys I've been really impressed with this season, Issa White and Jackson Hendrick, who made a big shot at the end of the Hoover game to help you guys beat the Vikings. Let's talk about their progression a little bit.
Well, Issa is coming along nicely. He's a two-guard that can score on all three levels, and I think the important thing with him is he just needs to learn how to play high school basketball. He's played a lot of AAU basketball, and we're trying to teach him the differences between those two games. The high school game's a little bit more controlled, and but he's coming along nicely. Jackson Kendrick is coming along really nice for a sophomore. He's 6'3", 6'4", can score the ball pretty well, defends pretty good. So, what we're looking at is, having guys who haven't played a lot in the past, learning how to play against a real tough schedule. And like I said, some nights we look really, really, really good, and then other nights I think, wow, we play like that, we can't beat anyone. But hopefully tonight we'll come in and we'll be good against this talented Jackson team.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live here from Jackson High School. It is myself, Aiden Brueck, from the Green Sports Letter. To my right, I am joined by Mike Popovich, legend from the Canton Repository. I'm slurring my words because of this band, but I'm not going to slur my words tonight when we have great action going on the floor tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Jackson tonight. For the first time as we're broadcasting, I saw them up at Alliance at that game against Alliance at Mount Union. At the end of that game, really impressive against a very good Alliance Aviators team. So we'll see what they can do. Our first broadcast with the Polar Bears tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I'm very excited for us to be here at Jackson High School tonight. I may have to leave some personal bias aside. At my heart, I am a Green Bulldog. I'm not much of a Jackson Polar Bear fan, but you know what? These kids are very talented. I haven't seen one game where they have unimpressed me.
Well, no, and like I said, the one game I saw, they've really impressed me. And hey, I just love good basketball, whether it's Jackson, GlenOak, McKinley, Hoover. We've seen all of these teams. We're going to get to come back here on Tuesday to check on the Jackson Polar Bears versus the Perry Panthers as well. And that's going to be our first look at the Perry Panthers, who got off to a very good start this season. That will complete our tour of the Federal League early in the season here.
And with that being said, Mike, we are going to put it down to courtside for the national anthem being played here at Jackson High School. And with that being said, Mike, we are just about ready for tip-off here at Jackson High School. Let's walk them through the starters one more time because we did it a little early today. I can't lie, we did it a little early, Mike. Listen, on the Jackson Polar Bears side of things, Cam Weekly, a 6'2" senior guard. Dude is dynamic on any side of the court. You can put him anywhere and he'll do exactly what you need him to do. Number 3, Mitch Finnefrock, a lethal shooter, 6'2", guard, senior from Jackson. Then number 4, Cole Baker, 6'3", senior forward. Then 5'11", Caden Loy. Number 12. Then at number 24, Kyle Monterrubio, a 6'3", senior small forward, rounding things out for the Polar Bears. On the GlenOak side of things, Bryce Broom, Jackson Kendrick, Lisbon James, Isa White, and Reese Zerger. And as the lights go down here in Jackson's arena now, I don't think I've ever seen something elaborate as this for a team entrance since we've been at Louisville.
Well, yeah, Louisville had that big, they've got that new video board there, and a dramatic video introduction for them. Louisville just coming off a trip out to San Diego, where I believe they went 2-2 in the tournament out in Torrey Pines. So we'll be catching up with them sometime next month because, later this month. We're already in January here. So, video introduction for the Jackson Polar Bears here.
I'll tell you what. I mean, out of all the arenas I have been in and traveled to in my time covering the Federal League, I think Jackson is definitely in my top 3.
Well, yeah.
Can't top the Fieldhouse.
No, you can't top the Fieldhouse. And who is your number 2?
Fieldhouse, number 1, and they're playing Swag Surf now. Number 1, probably the Fieldhouse. Number 2, I gotta give it to Hoover. Number 3 definitely goes to Jackson. 4, Green. 5, Perry. 6, GlenOak. 7, Lake.
Well, that would leave Lake.
Have to be Lake. But you know what? Those are all subjective. They could go any ways.
Well, because we could go through, see these places again.
Mike, I'm just trying to buy time. It seems like this introduction is taking quite a bit of time.
It is taking a while.
It's taking a while. Maybe we should go back to our camera shot. Maybe. I mean, it's really. Everybody's very much lined up here. I mean, I guess I could do play-by-play for the introduction. Lined up in stripes, it is the Jackson Polar Bears cheerleading team on the left side. And now taking up the honors for the handshake, it is Andrew Hinderegger. Head coach Tim DeVevek.
Boy, everybody's got that Chicago Bulls intro music.
Nobody will ever do it like the Bulls, Mike.
No, nobody will ever do it. I mean, if you were alive back in the early 90s, whether you liked the Bulls or you didn't, that was kind of the model for pregame introductions that people have stolen off of lately.
True that.
I'm kind of anxious to see how Jackson comes out. Tim DeVevek talked about, this is only their 7th game this season. Sometimes the Christmas and New Year's break, a lot of teams don't play as many games as they used to, so they want to try to get back in a routine where, you're playing Federal League game on Friday night, Federal League game on Tuesday night. Maybe you get a non-league game on an occasional Saturday every now and then. So they haven't really played in a while, but since that Hoban game earlier this season, they've been really impressive. An impressive victory at Hoover and some pretty decisive wins along the way.
Now Vivek takes his kids in the middle, huddling up before the game now as Hairston takes his squad over and pumps him right back out. Now, if I had to guess, tipping off for the Polar Bears today is probably going to be Reese Zerger, and that is exactly right. Monterrubio on the other side of the tip-off now, as both squads take the court. I mean, doesn't get much better than this. Almost a packed crowd here in Jackson's arena.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. You know, we've seen some high school basketball games, kind of some sparse gatherings, but like you said, nice crowd in here tonight.
Tip it off now. It's Monterrubio and Zerger. Jackson versus GlenOak tips off right now here on the Letter Live from Jackson High School. Reese Zerger flinches, but eventually wins the tip-off. Bryce Broom gets it off the tip, and now he'll dribble it down the court. He's guarded by Kanan Loy at the key now. Screen set by Lisbon James. Zerger goes around, and now Bryce Broom dribbles inside. He's found a lane. Euro step in and out. He's got it quick, too. And GlenOak, the first people to put it on the board now. Monterrubio's got it now. He passes it off to Loy, who gets it right back to Weekly. Screens by Cole Baker, and Weekly is going to go in himself, but he'll get stopped. Hands it outside to Loy. He's guarded by Broom, who'll go inside. Now Baker tries to post up, can't get it done. Loy takes it with his left. And now Finnefrock has that at the three-point line. It looks like he'll step back, instead going to the paint, and Cam Weekly, deep three! Off the back of the rim. Bryce Broom with the rebound. Broom not often getting rebounds for this GlenOak team, but gets it nonetheless. Broom on the right side. He's guarded by Finnefrock, or not Finnefrock, excuse me. He's guarded by Caden Loy. He'll get it to Zerger at the three-point line. He's guarded by Baker. And now Bryce will have to step back. He's double-teamed. He'll get it over to Lisbon James, who finds Broom once more up in the right side. Bryce Broom, tough layup, no foul called, and now Caden Loy gets it for the Polar Bears. Shooting up now, it's Cole Baker, tries to chase his rebound. He knew that wasn't going to go in. Bryce Broom now on the rebound now, gets it to Jackson Kendrick, and he'll try and go up and over, but won't find it. Now Jackson's Monterrubio taking this down the court. Cole Baker from behind three. Goes to Weekly, he'll drive inside, goes to Monterrubio instead on an undercut to make one more pass, Mike. And this has been non-stop action, and it is only 2-2 after 2 minutes of play. Taking it inside, Issa White tries to go in to the paint. He's pushed out, and it looks like he will be headed to the foul stripe.
Yeah, good patience on Jackson's part. Even on the possessions where they didn't make any baskets, good patience to be able to get the ball to Kyle Monterrubio to tie the game, as Issa White goes to the free throw line to shoot two for GlenOak, misses the front end. And his second shot is good.
See, Mike and I are so in sync, we just say the same thing. GlenOak 3, Jackson 2, 6 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the first. Weekly is going to pass it off to Finnefrock. Design play. Now Monterrubio has it. Dishes it off to Loy. He'll look to go underneath. Finds Finnefrock in the corner with a bullet pass. Finnefrock tries to push off. Goes to Cam Weekly instead on the outside. And as Weekly tries to drive inside, he's guarded by Jackson Kendrick, but it's not enough. He'll get it anyways. Jackson now leads by 1. Jackson 4, GlenOak 3, 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go now. Bryce Broom on the corner. Tries to drive inside, gets it to Zerger. He'll put up a quick 3, right off the fingertips. It'll swish right out. And as Caden Loy has the rebound for the Polar Bears, looks like he'll drive that off to Finnefrock behind his back. Loy holds it in the corner, now going to Monterrubio. Monterrubio will drive in. Walsh commit, guarded by Jackson Kendrick. Looks like he'll go outside, out of bounds, and that'll be inbounded by Cam Weekly now for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, GlenOak's defense really making Jackson earn things. No three-point attempts yet for the Polar Bears.
Monterrubio, step back 3, or excuse me, not a step back 3, a step back mid-range jumper. He'll find that, and now Issa White has it for GlenOak as he'll pass it off to Jackson Kendrick. He is guarded by Weekly now, gets it off to Broom on the left side. Weekly in transition finds Caden Loy. And now, Caden Loy at the free throw line finds a jumper and will go right in. Jackson takes a 5-point lead now after 3 minutes of play. 4 minutes of play, rather, excuse me. Jackson 8, GlenOak 3 in the first. Cole Baker intercepts a pass from Issa White, and he'll hand it off Caden Loy, deep three, won't find it. Bryce Broom now gets the rebound and will head down the court slowly but surely with 4 minutes, 27 seconds to go here in the first. Jackson 8, GlenOak 3. It's been tough.
Yeah, it's been a 6-0 run for the Polar Bears since early in the game.
Lisbon James dishes it off to Bryce Broom, and as Broom takes it by the Polar Bears center court, he is going to be guarded by Caden Loy. He'll dish it off to Reese Zerger, who gives it right back to Issa White. Issa White designed play at the key, tries to go inside to Lisbon James, won't find it. And now that is Reese Zerger, who pulls up from the foul stripe and can't find it. Lisbon James guards Monterubio, and as Cam Weekly gets this, he'll find a lane inside, gets right through, puts it up and in, and 1 for Cam Weekly. Smashes his head against the wall as he goes back. Aggressive play from Weekly, finds himself at the foul line, and now coming out for Jackson Monterubio is coming out for Landon Teal.
Yeah, Cam Weekly with an opportunity for the and one and to make it a 9-0 Jackson run. His free throw is good. 5 points on the day for Weekly.
Lisbon James is going to inbound that one to Broom, and as Broom takes us on the left side, he'll dribble past the Polar Bear. Guarded by Loy. He'll dish it inside to James. James tries to look for White inside. Instead, kicks it out to Zerger. Zerger almost loses it. He'll take it with his right. Tries to dish it inside. Jackson Kendrick has it now. He'll throw a lob all the way over to Lisbon James, who will drive right in. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Pushes off and finds it as Finnefrock falls to the ground. GlenOak gets a quick 2 off of the back of Issa White. And as it is Jackson 11, GlenOak 5. Cole Baker loses it, guarded by Kendrick. And he'll dribble him down the court. It's a foot race now. Going inside. Issa White on the guard. Cameron White from the corner gets it. And that pass was so quick, I couldn't even get it out of my mouth.
Well, Cam Weekly with a hot start for the Polar Bears. Mount Union is going to be liking that. Mike Fueline, Cam Weekly, Mount Union recruit, 8 points already.
You talk about Fueline running through Jackson as Bryce Broom loses the ball, almost gets it back. Cole Baker finds it right back. Finnefrock from 3. We have no doubts that will go in, Mike.
Yeah, first 3 of the night for Mitch Finnefrock. 17-5, Jackson lead.
17-5 now. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here in the first. Issa White taking this one-on-one against Finnefrock. He'll pull up from quick 3. Bad look, not the shot he wants to take. And Cole Baker is going to get the rebound. He'll take it down the court, dishes it off to Weekly. Weekly screens pass with Finnefrock, who gets an open look at a 3. He'll look to dribble inside instead, looking like Larry Bird from mid-range. He'll find it. And now, what a run from the Polar Bears. Jackson already putting up 19 points with 1:54 to go here in the first. 19 Jackson, GlenOak's 5.
Yeah, it's a 17-3 run for the Polar Bears. For a while, it looked like Rick Harrison was going to let his team try to play through it, but he takes a timeout right now. You know, Mitch Finnefrock with that three-pointer, you kind of felt that was going in. Mitch Finnefrock, chip off the old block. His dad, Kevin, great shooter back in his day at Canton Central Catholic High School, now the superintendent over at East Canton. And you talk about another chip off the old block. Mitch Finnefrock's sister Grace, I believe I saw a 30-point game out of her. She goes to Central Catholic as well. So the Finnefrock family can play basketball.
Yes, they can, Mike. Evidenced by that beautiful 3 and mid-range jumper that he just took. Jackson, a 17-3 scoring run now after 7 minutes of play. Minute 54 left to go here in the first. It's Jackson 19, GlenOak 5. Bryce Broom taking this down the court for his squad. Now coming in for, Jackson. They'll make a couple of substitutions in a minute here. Broom will try to drive through. Goes outside. Elliot Devon can't find a 3 as he airballs it. Now Finnefrock, deep 3 from range. He'll find it. Oh my goodness, Mike.
He shot that one from GlenOak.
He did shoot that right in front of GlenOak. And now Jackson Kendrick has it for GlenOak. He'll dish it off to Broom, who's guarded by Caden Loy. He'll almost lose it, and he'll have to reset. Jackson only 3 points away from leading by 20 after 1 quarter of play. And GlenOak's got to make a change here. Elliot Devon gets it to Broom, and Broom spins around. He'll go inside the paint. Can't find that shot. It'll be rebounded by Monterrubio. He'll dish it right down the court. Cam Weekly, he's guarded by Devon. And a tough layup comes from Cam Weekly to give Jackson a 19-point lead here with 40 seconds left. Jackson Kendrick now has it, gives it to Zerger. He'll screen pass, guarded by Landon Thiel. That ball is blocked, but rebounded by Elliot Devon. And Reese Zerger, he'll find a quick 2 to make it a 17-point game now for Jackson. It's Jackson 24, GlenOak 7 after 1 quarter of play here, 17 seconds to go. And, I mean, I can't lie. I can't imagine Jackson tries to make a lot of things happen here with such little time. Monterrubio, he'll drive inside, though. Post up, post down. Rebounded by Thiel. He'll go up, guarded by a couple of dudes. Can't find the and one, but with 4 seconds left, he's headed to the stripe.
Yeah, Landon Thiel going to be going to the line to shoot 2. With an opportunity to give Jackson a 19-point lead. The foul was on Avante Cummings for GlenOak, his first. And Thiel makes the first free throw. And Thiel again, off the back of the rim, no good.
And almost a post-up taken by Cole Baker, but he won't find that. And a dominant first quarter of basketball now from the Polar Bears. It's Jackson 25, GlenOak 7. Wow. Wow, Mike.
Well, I think it's easy to say who's hot.
I think it's easy to say who's hot as well, Mike.
Well, Cam Weekly, big first quarter for the Jackson Polar Bears with 10 points. But Kevin Finnefrock, I talked about him earlier in the quarter, Mitch Finnefrock. I'm seeing Kevin Finnefrock shooting on the floor, so, forgive me for throwing in his name, but Mitch Finnefrock hits his first 3 with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and then that deep 3 there. 8 points in the first quarter for Finnefrock, 10 for Cam Weekly. Jackson in pretty good shape, leading 25-7.
And wow is really the only words we can say at this point, Mike. I mean, what a game from the Polar Bears, coming off to a very, very strong start now. Jack Lancey coming in for the Polar Bears, as well as Andrew Hinderegger.
Well, if you're GlenOak, you got to realize right now, hey, you don't have to make this up all at once. I saw GlenOak make a nice comeback against Hoover a couple of weeks ago, just before Christmas, being down by 10 points. They're down by 18, but they can't get too much farther behind.
Thiel's inside, finds the and one, and another strong start now for the Polar Bears as he'll head to the stripe. Thiel, 6'7", junior center. I mean, this kid is everything you want out of a young player, especially as an underclassman. I mean, what more could you want if you're Tim DeVevek?
Yeah, Thiel makes the free throw. It's not enough that you start some great guards for Jackson, but you can bring a 6'7" guy off the bench.
Zerger tries to post up on Thiel. Instead, he'll go off the rim. Ball's tipped. Zerger will find that right back in. And now going inside, Lancey tries to get a quick block and tries to block on Avante Cummings. But it looks like Cummings headed to the foul stripe.
Yeah, first foul of the game on Jack Lancey. First foul for the Polar Bears in the second quarter. Avante Cummings to the free throw line for the Golden Eagles. First time tonight. First one up and in.
Like you said, Mike, he'll grab that.
28-8, Jackson.
A 20-point lead, man. Holy smokes. I don't know if either of us were expecting that.
I certainly wasn't expecting that as Cummings hits a second free throw.
Jack Lancey dribbling this down the court for the Polar Bears. He'll dish it off to his buddy, Andrew Hinderegger. And as Thiel dishes it inside to Monterrubio, he'll look up to post. And now Jack Lancey from 3. Ball is a little off, finds itself at the back of the rim. And that's going to be rebounded by Broom after a quick, fast break Three's taken by Kin and Balcombe, and instead Broom dribbles behind his back off the board. Coming back now, Monterrubio forces him back. Elliot Devon tries to go inside. He'll lose the ball. Monterrubio going down the court. That steal, excuse me. Up and over the backboard. He'll find it. And Thiel, a strong start now. He's got 3. Now Bryce Broom dribbling around. He'll go to the corner. That's King Balcombe. Airball. Excuse me, that was actually Robert Uta from the corner. He won't find it. Monterrubio tries to cross up. Balcombe said he'll get it out to Cole Baker. Cole Baker spin back. He'll find it. And a great basket from Baker there. Puts Jackson up 32-9 on GlenOak now. Going in, Devon goes to the corner, goes to Broom. Quick series of events now for the Golden Eagles. A 3 taken by Robert Uta. He won't get it. And that's going to be rebounded by Baker, who gets it to Lancey off a tough pass. Now, ball's turned over. Broom on Andrew Hinderegger. He'll go in. And that ball's going to roll in off the rim. And Broom's got to get back down the court as it is 5-on-4.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
First basket for Bryce Broom since he opened the scoring. That time gave GlenOak a 2-0 lead, but it's been all Jackson since then.
At the three-point line, he'll drive in. Cole Baker spin around. Why not give it to him? Knocks off the front of the rim and rolls right in. Ball inbounded by Utah. Goes to Broom. Broom has it on the right side. He's telling his men to give him a screen. He's guarded by Thiel. They'll look to get it inside. Ball goes awry. Lancey's got it now. He isn't fouled. Instead, Baker gets it. Ball's rebounded by Thiel. And now a whistle by the official brings in subs for both teams.
Yeah, they're going to get a foul on Landon Thiel for Jackson to give the ball back to GlenOak. You know, we considered this the featured game in the Federal League tonight. We're not the only ones here. And it's 34-11 Jackson.
Excuse me, we did not mean to broadcast that video of the game there. We left it on the Who's Hot screen with the camera angle, but now we're back to our regularly scheduled radio broadcast, and as Issa White takes this guarded bi-weekly. He's at the Polar Bear. Zerger screens pass. It looks like Issa White will try to drive in himself. That ball's blocked by Cam Weekly off a quick tip. And Cole Baker is going to drive this down for the Polar Bears. Kicks it out to Monterrubio at the right side. Stutter step by Monterrubio. He'll drive through, guarded up, and guarded down because that ball finds right back into the hands of Bryce Broom. Broom going one-on-one. He'll push off. Won't find the and one, but instead we'll find a couple of foul shots for him to go instead. It's Jackson 34. GlenOak 11 with 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in the second.
Well, Bryce Broom, 5'11", not afraid to penetrate in the lane. It's what we've seen him do tonight. Goes to the free throw line and misses his first free throw. Broom with 4 points on the night for the Golden Eagles. Second one is up and off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound goes to Kyle
gets it to
Monterrubio.
Weekly, and now in the corner, that's King Loy. He'll find a 3. Jackson, 37. GlenOak, 11. Jackson with the opportunity to put up 40 points here in the second quarter. Bryce Broom, deep 3, goes way off the backboard, and it looks like he was trying to go for a heat check. Finnefrock's got it now. He'll dribble it with his left. Finds Weekly. Weekly will drive inside. Goes outside. Finnefrock, pump fake. Step up. He won't find it. Ball goes out off the rim, and that's going to be coming down on Jackson as he will head on an inbound.
Yeah, that's going to be foul. It's going to be on Jackson Kendrick for GlenOak. His first foul. Second team foul on the Polar Bears. Cam Weekly inbounds.
Finnefrock's got it now. He'll screen pass with Boy. Lloyd, excuse me. Lloyd tries to dribble past. It looks like he'll pull up from mid-range. Tough shot. Goes right in off a swish. And Jackson, 39. GlenOak, 11 here with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Elliot Devon has it for the GlenOak Golden Eagles now. He'll try to screen pass. Great defense brought up by the Polar Bears. And now inside, Jackson Kendrick tries to go inside, but he's called a travel, and that's going to go in the hands of the Polar Bears.
Boy, Jackson just hits you in waves with different guys. Cam Weekly, Mitch Finnefrock, hot starts in the first quarter, and guys like Cole Baker, Caden Loy helping to expand this lead as we get almost under 3 minutes to go in the second.
Cam Weekly hits Monterrubio inside. Ball stolen by Zerger, and now Elliot Devon has it for the Golden Eagles. Ball is given to Lisbon James, who will brick a three, and that's going to be rebounded by Jackson. It's 3-on-2 now. And now, Caden Lloyd goes inside. He'll find a two. And now a timeout called. 30-point lead.
Yeah, I didn't see this coming. I'm sure you didn't. 41-11 Jackson. Caden Loy up to 9 points already here in the second quarter. Just great balance all around for the Polar Bears. GlenOak struggling to get anything going on the offensive end of the court. Rick Harrison has to take another timeout here to try to slow down this Jackson surge. Polar Bears looking like a team that hasn't played for a while and was just itching to get back on the court. And they've come back on the court and have been absolutely fantastic.
Last time I was here, Mike, it was Green versus Jackson in 2023. Ball's almost stolen. Elliot Devon has it now for GlenOak. Will dribble inside. He gets it to Zerger. Zerger, quick three, pull up, finds its way in. Zerger gonna get a three.
Yeah, first field goal of the night for Zerger.
Monterrubio goes up, can't find the rim. Now ball goes to Devon. He'll dribble down, stutter step, can't find its way in. Rebounded by Issa White, and Issa White gets the putback. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the second. Jackson, 41, GlenOak 16. Three, taken by Cam Weekly. That'll go right in. Jackson, 44, GlenOak 16. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go here in the second. Devon's got it for GlenOak now. He's guarded by Loy. Zerger screens past. He'll drive in. Ball is absolutely fired out of bounds, going Jackson's way. And a couple of subs coming in for the Polar Bears now as Jack Lancey subs in for Weekly.
Yeah, it was the second three of the night for Cam Weekly. Jackson with, it may seem like, well, it is a lot. Jackson with 6 threes already here in the first half.
And it's Jackson, 44, GlenOak 16. 2 minutes to go here in the second. Fields got it for Jackson. He'll pass it off to Lancey. He'll look for a shot to Finnefrock on the right side. Finnefrock looks to dribble in, takes it with his left. Pump fake, up and over. Rebounded by Lancey. He'll look to put it up off the backboard, and a tough bucket taken by Lancey puts Jackson up 30 once more. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. Zerger's got it inside. He'll pull up a mid-range jumper. He'll find it, and that's going to cut Jackson's lead right back down to 28. Jackson, 46. GlenOak, 18. 1 minute, 30 to go. Finnefrock, his first awry shot of the night, goes off a heat check taken. And now Issa White looks to dribble inside. He'll spin around, takes it with his left, put up with his right, up and over, and he'll find an and one. And that's going to put him. GlenOak, 20. Jackson, 46. GlenOak, 20, and he'll have another shot here at the foul stripe. 1 minute, 18 seconds to go here in the second.
Yeah, first field goal of the night for Issa White. GlenOak wants to get back in this game. You're going to have possessions like you just had the last 2 times down the court. Obviously get points out of it and maybe not waste a lot of time.
Jackson already doubling GlenOak's score now as Issa White's free throw isn't good. Now Chase Moore has it for the Polar Bears as that gets dished off to Hinderegger. He'll go at the key to Lancey. Lancey, guarded by GlenOak now. Taken by Chase Moore. He'll dribble in with his right, looking to make his mark. Hinderegger, mid-range jumper, won't find its way in, and Thiel tries to rebound it. That ball's tipped out. It's going Jackson's way because that ball went off the hands of Issa White shortly after the shot went up.
Yeah, 54.2 seconds left in the first half. Unless they get a wide open shot, you just kind of wonder, maybe is Jackson going to just take this down, try to get a good shot, get a 28 or 29 point lead in before halftime.
Lancey's got the inbound now. It goes to Chase Marr, who gets a nice grab, a little reminiscent of Randy Moss there. Ball is kicked out to Hinderegger, and now Carter Mulham has it. Lancey's dribbling inside, and it looks like Jackson wrestling their starters. Lancey tries to go up for an and one, can't find it. He'll head to the foul stripe anyways. Now with 37 seconds to go, it's Jackson 46, GlenOak 20 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, a big foul on Avante Cummings for GlenOak. Jack Lancey going to the free throw line, shooting 2. First one off the back of the rim, no good.
Like you said, his first goes awry, but Jackson looking to rest most of their starters here to end the second quarter, but Thiel's still in there for the Polar Bears. Lancey's got another shot at a free throw here. Maybe has an opportunity at some second chance points. His second's taken. Don't find it. With all the confidence in the world, he makes his second, and now it's Jackson, 46, GlenOak 20. GlenOak has it at the key with Robert Utah. Issa White dribbles in with his left, pump fakes right, ball's tipped out, but that ball's gonna fall in anyways with 23 seconds to go. It's Jackson 47, GlenOak 22. Lancey's got it now for Jackson. He's guarded by White. He'll go behind his back. Ball is going to be given off to Chase Marr. That ball's tipped off. Now Lisbon James goes up, takes a hard fall, but he'll grab the foul. It's Jackson with 6 seconds left, sending GlenOak's Lisbon James to the free throw line.
Yeah, a good end of the first half for GlenOak. The only problem is they still got a lot of ground to make up, but not much more you can ask for out of them right now going into halftime. As Lisbon James has a chance to get them a little bit closer. This first free throw is off the front of the rim, no good.
GlenOak just can't notch these free throws tonight. It's been one of their biggest issues. I mean, the last time that I saw them make one was with Bryce Broom, and that was after he missed his first one. Lisbon James' second finds its way in, cutting it down to a 24-point lead now for the Polar Bears. It's Jackson, 47, GlenOak 23. 5 seconds to go. Lancey dribbles it down the court. It looks like he'll keep it instead. We'll go inside. Thiel goes up in the backboard for a buzzer beater. Can't draw the foul. But now Jackson will head back to the locker room with a 26-point lead after the second. And Mike, you tell him who's hot.
Well, not my voice right now, but Jackson just all around, balanced scoring in the first half. Cam Weekly leading the way with 13 points. He's the one that kind of got them started in this game. But you have guys like Mitch Finifrock coming along, Landon Thiel, Caden Loy, Cole Baker, Kyle Monterrubio. I mean, if you want to say who's hot, the whole Polar Bears team in the first half was really hot.
Jackson 46, GlenOak 20 now, going into halftime. 9 minutes, 25 seconds taken down on the halftime clock. And Mike, that's going to do it for us here on the first half of the Letter Live. Whoa, geez Louise, and my voice is gone too. Jackson 46, GlenOak 20. That is an exciting half of basketball to be played now as Jackson leads 26 with going into halftime, Mike. That being said, that's going to do it for us here from the Letter Live at half. And Mike will get you your halftime report shortly.
All right, Tim, coming into tonight's game 5-1. You only have 6 games into this season, with the holidays and everything here. I'm guessing you guys are really trying. All right, Mike Popovich back here at Jackson, where the Polar Bears have a 49-23 lead on the GlenOak Golden Eagles here at halftime. Looking at the scoring in the first half for the Jackson Polar Bears, Cam Weekly leading the way with 13 points. Mitch Finnefrock has 8 points. Cole Baker with 5 points. Jack Lancey with 3 points. Caden Loy with 9 points. Landon Thiel with 8 points. And Kyle Monterubio with 7 points. And for the GlenOak Golden Eagles, Bryce Broom has 4 points. Avante Cummings has 2 points. Lisbon James with 3 points. Issa White with 5 points. And Reese Zerger has 5 points. Once again, the halftime score is Jackson 49 and GlenOak 23. Aiden Brueck and I will be back with second half action for tonight's game in just a few.
everybody, and welcome back to the Letter Live here from Jackson High School. And wow, what a turn of events it has been for the Polar Bears as they take a 26-point lead over the GlenOak Golden Eagles after a 20-point first quarter.
Well, you know, we saw kind of a slow start from both teams, and we thought, well, maybe that'll play into GlenOak's favor for a little bit. But Jackson able to get on a big roll. Cam Weekly, Mitch Finnefrock in the first quarter, staked them to a big lead. Some of the supporting cast, second quarter, has them up by 26 here at halftime. Getting set to start the third quarter. You know, GlenOak, if they're going to have to make any type of comeback, they're going to have to kind of make their move quickly here. or else it's going to be the end of a tough night for them.
Lisbon James going to be on the inbound to Bryce Broom here for GlenOak. Broom going to be guarded by Aiden Brueck. Loy is going to step back at the key now. GlenOak design play. They got 4 through. 4 men striped up the side. Broom takes it at the key now. And now, going to be a travel. Excuse me, sorry, that's going to be a push off the shooting foul, giving Bryce Broom a couple of shots at the line.
Yeah, Bryce Broom missed his first 2 free throws of the night and gets his first one of the night to fall here. 5 points on the night for Broom. Gets GlenOak within 25, and he hits the second one.
Now you've said that. He's got 6 on the night. Weekly's got it now on the left side. He'll dribble up. He's got a lane in the middle. Decides not to take it. Instead, he'll dribble back at the polar bear, dishing it off to Cole Baker, who gives it to Monterrubio. Drives inside. He is guarded by Kendrick. He'll go in and over. Hook goes right in for Kyle Monterrubio now. It's Jackson, 51. GlenOak, 25. Jackson Kendrick holds it at the key. He'll dish it off to Issa White, who dribbles it through. Guarded by Weekly. He'll lose it. Ball's taken out and deflected by the Polar Bears. And that's going to go in the hands of GlenOak now on the inbound. It's Bryce Broom. Broom on the inbound. Goes to Zerger. Zerger powers through. Travel called on Finnefrock and Zerger. Zerger, the one who gets the travel call initially after getting a push off of Finnefrock.
Yeah, a little bit of out of control there for Zerger. Jackson gets the ball back.
Maybe a little too much control. Monterrubio's got a lane. He'll take it from Kendrick. Ball can't fall in. Broom's got the rebound. He'll dribble through. Tries to go to Zerger, who gets it to the corner. Issa White now drives inside. Tough layup, finds its way off the glass, and that's going to go in for Issa White. An open lane, for David Loy, and that's going to be rebounded by GlenOak's Issa White, as that's going to go to Jackson Kendrick. And what exactly did GlenOak need? They needed exactly what's going on right now, but Monterrubio gets it to Cole Baker, who misses a wide open layup, but it's still going in Jackson's favor now. Jackson 51, GlenOak 29 now.
Yeah, if you're GlenOak, this is the type of start you need. And even if you can't make up the whole deficit, Rick Harrison wants to see his team play better, take some momentum into their next game, but they're doing everything they need to do so far.
Weekly goes inside to Monterrubio, dishes it off to Cole Baker, and he'll draw a foul, sending him to the strike. It's Jackson 51, GlenOak 29 now, 6:19 left to go here in the third.
That foul will be on Reese Zerger for GlenOak. That'll be his first foul of the night. As Cole Baker goes to the free throw line for Jackson, and he hits the first free throw. That's 6 points on the night for Cole Baker. Second one is up and in as well.
As he finds that, Bryce Broom is going to dribble this down the court on the left side. He'll go over to the right. Issa White's got it now, guarded by Finnefrock. Dribbling in, Lisbon James pulls up, way off the mark, falls off the front of the rim, and Monterrubio has it now for the Polar Bears. We'll dribble back. Weekly back pedals, back step. Jumper pulled up, and with 6 minutes to go on the clock, he nails a mid-range jumper. It's Jackson 55, GlenOak 29. 5 minutes, 53 to go. Issa White, ISO, goes instead out to Elliot Devon, who goes right back out to Bryce Broom, and going to be another reset for the Golden Eagles now, with 5 minutes, 41 to go here in the third. Broom has it on the right side. Screens by Zerger. Guarded heavily, Zerger goes underneath. He'll get a quick bucket off of Monterrubio's missed block. And now with 5 minutes, 22 seconds to go here, it's Jackson 55, GlenOak 31. Monterrubio goes to the corner. Instead, King Loy goes at the free throw line and gets a quick jumper as well, and gets it right in. Jackson 57, GlenOak 31 here with 5 minutes to go. Broom has this on the left side. He'll look to his right, dribbling now at the Polar Bear. Guarded by Jaden Loy. Bounce passes it to Brisbane James. And that ball is intercepted. Cole Baker, Euro step, can't go in. Monterrubio gets the rebound and gets it right in. Jackson, 59. GlenOak, 31. 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go. Broom ISO underneath, finds the end one. He'll head to the stripe for an extra point.
Yeah, Bryce Broom trying to go back to the free throw line to get the and one for his team. As GlenOak picks up, or Jackson picks up their second team foul here in the third quarter. Broom makes his free throw. 9 points on the night for Bryce Broom.
With 4 minutes, 36 seconds to go now, it's Jackson 59, GlenOak 33. Weekly's got it now. Excuse me, GlenOak 34. Baker's got it now. He'll dish it off to Finnefrock. Finnefrock, was there ever a doubt? Yes, there was, as that ball finds itself off the side of the rim. Now Weekly has it on the three-point line. Gives it right back to Finnefrock. Can he make up his miss? He will. Quick three taken by Finnefrock. Puts Jackson up 62-34 on GlenOak. 4 minutes to go here in the third. And now, Issa White looks to dribble this back. Goes to Devon. Zerger from three. Back of the rim. Goes back. Issa White's got it now. Robert Utah screens inside. Now Issa White dribbling this back off the back cut. Goes to the left side. Devon goes up, can't find in. Ball's tipped right back. Ball's rebounded. Not by Issa White, instead that's rebounded by Monterrubio. Finnefrock, he's got a three. Look up, look down, another three for Finnefrock now. Kid is automatic from the stripe tonight. It's Jackson, 65. GlenOak, 34. Three taken by Issa White, falls into the hands of Devon. That ball finds itself in the hands of Monterrubio. Goes to Caden Loy, dishes it underneath. Ball finds itself into Finnefrock, and Finnefrock quickly. He's got 8 on the night.
Now Finnefrock's up to 16. That scoreboard isn't right. He's got more than 8 points alone on the threes he's hit.
Issa White calls for a screen from Robert Utah. Instead, he tells his man to cut underneath. Corner look. Elliot Devon tries to go inside. And now, 4 guys coming in for Jackson.
That's going to be offensive foul there on GlenOak. And we've got some mass substitutions coming in. Jackson pretty much has this game done and dusted, really, with 2:44 to go here in the third quarter. They're up by 33 points.
Jackson making this game go by real quick. This second half of play has not felt slow at all. Nico Cudi now has it for Jackson. He'll hand it to Field. Now going to the corner, it is Chase Marr. He'll dribble out to the key. Stutter step. Field's got it now at the stripe. He'll dribble in, dribble out. Tries to go in for a quick floater. Can't find it. And now, King Malcolm has it for GlenOak. From the corner, Ryan Zerger, Ray Zerger's younger brother, has it in the corner. He'll dish it right off to Justin Williams, and now Justin Williams right back to King Balcom. He'll try to spin around. Goes back to Williams instead. Tough layup, can't find its way in. He'll hit the floor. Now that's going to be rebounded by Chase Marr off a bad dribble. Now, Andrew Hinderegger tries to get it to Nico Cudi in the corner. Nico Cudi misses the three.
Yeah, foul on GlenOak there, gives the ball back to Jackson. Rick Hairston right now trying to get some of his younger guys into the game, getting them experience. running a good offense. They were able to do that on their last possession there.
GlenOak almost loses the ball thanks to Zerger. Zerger dribbles inside now. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar looking shot there.
Wow, sky hook from Ryan Zerger there for his first basket of the night.
And now Justin Williams flies on the other side of the court. It's 5-on-4 now. Jackson's got an open three, won't hit it. And now, clearing the floor in a matter of seconds, Justin Williams finds the rebound. 58 seconds left to go here in the third. It's Jackson 67, GlenOak 36. Underneath, a quick reverse layup taken by Caden Balcombe finds its way in. And now Cootie gets the inbound, goes to Lancey. Lancey dribbles through the lane, goes to the corner. Andrew Hinderegger from three, can't find it. Robert Utah has it now. Gets it to Avante Cummings, he'll drive through. Can't find it, but that ball's tipped in by Balcombe. And GlenOak now finds themselves 27 points behind with a quarter to go. Jack Lancey has it at the three-point stripe now with 22 seconds to go. It's Jackson 67, GlenOak 40. 17 seconds to go now. Lancey looks to dribble this out. This is it to the corner. He'll go right back out. 10 seconds left on the clock now. Lancey from the three-point stripe goes to Hinderegger, who will drive inside. Reverse layup. Can't find its way in with 1 second left. Ball's going to be not put up by GlenOak. Instead, Caden Balcombe will dribble it out. And at the end of the third, it's Jackson 67, GlenOak 40.
Well, this is our first look at the Jackson Polar Bears this season. And like I said, we've hit every Federal League team with the exception of the Perry Panthers, who we're going to see here on Tuesday night. I'm just kind of curious, Aiden, you know, when you look at the Federal League right now, which teams really stand out? I think there's three teams that are really up there right now.
I think there are three teams that stand out for sure, Mike. Definitely number one in my power rankings goes to McKinley. McKinley has been unstoppable. You put them up against any Federal League team, they're going to put down a fight. After McKinley, it's going to be a toss-up for me. I think that it's really close between all these guys. I definitely could put Jackson at the two, but I'd also put this strong Perry team at the two as well. But I mean, I think it goes a couple of different ways.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It looks like 1-2 would be McKinley and Jackson in my book. You throw in Hoover as well, but Jackson was able to beat Hoover earlier this season.
Caden Loy, mid-range jumper, won't find it. Going down on the rebound is Cam Weakley. Excuse me, that is actually Cole Baker. He'll get right back up. Looks like on the inbound is going to be Monterrubio.
Yeah, Jackson bringing their starters back in to start the fourth quarter. We'll see how long they go before Tim DeBevick decides to call it a night for them.
Monterrubio goes outside to Cole Baker. He'll step back. And as Caden Lloyd dribbles past Avante Cummings through the stripes, spin around, put one up off the backboard, falls in, tough bucket, impressive.
Boy, Caden Lloyd, great night for him. 13 points for the Polar Bears.
That's going to be Justin Williams, 5'11", senior guard, who goes up and in for GlenOak. That'll cut Jackson's lead down to 27 now. With 7 minutes, 26 seconds to go here in the fourth.
You know, if you look at a big three for Jackson, you would say Kyle Monterrubio, Mitch Finfrock, Cam Weakley. But on nights you see Cole Baker giving you that fourth good, solid outing. Some nights you might see Landon Thiel. Some nights you might see Caden Loy. But that makes a great basketball team when you have that.
Cutter Millman goes inside, but Jack Lancey has it on the post. Now from the key, he dishes it off to Moore. Double teamed, finds Thiel. Thiel goes inside to the old man, and he'll grab it.
Yeah, Carter Bolheim into the ball game for Jackson. First basket of the night. Gets to go to the free throw line to try to make it a 30-point Polar Bears lead.
7 minutes left.
Shot off the back of the rim, no good.
Ullman misses his first now. Going back, Justin Williams. He'll dribble it at the polar bear. He's guarded by Lancey. Tries to dribble past, goes to the corner now. He'll find Robert Utah, who will go in. Ball's blocked by Thiel. Goes right back to Lancey. Lancey dribbles it down the court. Gets it to Chase Marr. This Lancey now has it back on the right perimeter. He'll dribble past the GlenOak defender. Screens by Thiel. Ullman gets it to Hinderegger, who nails a three. Not from range, but certainly a three nonetheless. Jackson, 74. GlenOak, 42. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the fourth. And this could be a longer 6 minutes for GlenOak.
Well, if we end up having a running clock here, yeah, it might not be as long as people might think.
In the corner, that's Caden Balcom. He'll notch a three in the face of Chase Marr. Chase Marr loses the ball, but he'll grab it back. He'll drive through the paint to make up for it. Hinderegger from three. No heat check for him tonight. That ball's tipped out by Ullman. Instead, Justin Williams comes up with the board. He'll dribble it, guarded by Hinderegger at the polar bear. Stepping back through his legs, goes over to the left side. Here's Robert Utah, dishes it right back to him. Justin Williams dribbles in, he finds a lane, goes outside instead to Caden Balcom, and that's going to be another turnover for GlenOak as GlenOak's reserves.
Yeah, I was going to say Rick Harrison's gone with his backups for a while here and trying to test them against Jackson's front line players, but they're going to be bringing back his GlenOak starters probably for a few minutes here.
Taking it up the court now, Jack Lancey gives it off to Ullman. Goes to Hinderegger. Goes inside the field. He's guarded by Zerger. He can't get past Zerger, but he'll spin around, pushes him off, and gets a tough bucket after shoving Zerger to the ground. There's 5 minutes left now, and Jackson leads by 30. And there have been a couple of discrepancies this year with the running clock now. Bryce Groom takes it in, reverse layup, finds it off of Thiel. It's Jackson 76, GlenOak 47 now. Lancey has it on the right side, dishes it off to Hinderegger. 3-point line now goes to Lancey. He'll dribble inside, can't find the N1, but he'll head to the line anyways. It's Jackson 76, GlenOak 47. Jackson, thanks to Jack Lancey, will have another shot at getting a couple of extra points notched on the board.
Well, you talk about the Federal League, kind of agree that McKinley and Jackson are the top two teams so far. They'll get to play each other a week from tonight here at Jackson for the first time this season as Jack Lancey makes the first free throw. So we'll get to see where both teams match up against each other that night. Lancey makes his second, 5 points on the night.
Jackson Kendrick has it for GlenOak now as Bryce Groom takes it inside to Zerger. Zerger tries to get past Thiel. Oh, hook it up, hook it down. Ball is rebounded by Thiel. He doesn't look for a foul. Instead, that ball looks to be taken by Issa White. He'll look to end up in the front row of the Jackson homestands right next to the pep banner. Taking it now is Lancey. He's guarded by Issa White, dribbling it with his left. He'll try to find a lane inside, taking it himself with his right. And now that is going to be Marquez Lambros. Getting it to Issa White from three. Ball is way off the mark as that's going to be rebounded by Chase Marr. Ball's almost turned over by Lancey. He'll still end up with it. Ball falls out of his hands now. Gets into the hands of Hinderegger. And he'll head down the court now. He's got a lane. Layup taken, layup in. And he'll grab another. Jackson finds the 80-point threshold here now as they take a 33-point lead. Issa White tries to go off the three-point line. Can't find it now, and it's going Jackson's way.
Yeah, Andrew Hinderegger, solid night off the bench for him, 7 points. You know, this is a real experienced Jackson team. that got to the regionals last year. I saw them in the tournament play Dover up at Euclid, if that makes any sense. In a district semifinal, they went on to win a district title. A lot of guys back from that team. They're hungry. They want to have a great season and make a great tournament run.
Lancey goes inside to Thiel. Now gets it to Yulaman. Will go up inside. Thiel with the board. He'll try to go right back up. Finds the foul. He'll head to the stripe now. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go. It's Jackson 80. GlenOak 47.
Yeah, Landon Thiel going to have an opportunity to tack on to an 11-point night. We said earlier tonight, you know, Jackson's got some really solid players in their starting lineup. And then to bring a guy 6'7" off the bench like Landon Thiel as his first free throw goes off the front of the rim, no good. But he has 11 points tonight for the Polar Bears. We're down to 3:11 to go here in the ball game. Jackson up 80-47. And it looks like Rick Harrison's going to get some of his other backups into the ball game here as Thiel makes his second free throw, giving 12 points on the night.
Justin Williams tries to go up for a layup, but won't find it. He'll head to the stripe instead.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how Jackson and McKinley both match up next Friday. As Williams hits his first free throw for GlenOak. Misses his second off the front of the rim. And Hinderhigger with the rebound for Jackson.
Hinderhigger gives it to Lancey. Now Lancey on the left side. Dribbles with his right. Goes out to help Yulaman. Ball tipped off by Avante Cummings. That ball goes inside. Tries to go for a dunk. I mean, a lot of things just happened there, Mike. I can't lie. Jack Lancey goes outside. Ball's absolutely demolished. And now Justin Williams has it for GlenOak now. Dishes off to Avante Cummings. He'll go up. Can't find in. And now Mulliman gets the board. Lancey has it now on the other side of the court for the Polar Bears. He'll dribble out with 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the fourth. It's Jackson 81. GlenOak 48. A three taken by Jackson's Landon Thiel, and he'll notch it right down. It's Jackson 84. GlenOak 48.
Yeah, don't let Thiel's size deceive you. He can shoot that three. His first one of the night, 15 points. Now Tim DeBevic's going to empty his bench with 2:01 to go in the game.
2 minutes left now. Ethan O'Byrne. Adam Monterrubio. And it looks like Will Green now come in for Jackson.
You know, I forget what the rule is for substitutions, but 36-point game and the clock stopped there on those substitutions.
Another layup taken by Justin Williams. That ball ends up in the hands of Ethan O'Byrne. He's at the three-point line now. Hands it off to Adam Monterrubio. From three, from deep. Air ball. Can't find it. But he'll jog down the court like nothing just happened. Whole bench raised up for that one as well.
Yeah, it was Rafael Scassa.
Marquez Lambros goes inside. He'll find another one. It's Jackson 84, GlenOak 50. Now, mid-range jumper taken by Ethan O'Byrne. The ball is intercepted by Nico Cootie. He'll hit the corner. Goes to Adam Monterrubio, who goes inside. Ball's up and in. That's Will Green. Jackson 86, GlenOak 50. 35 seconds to go here, Mike, and it looks like it'll be a running clock now. As Jackson comes up with the rebound, and with 29 seconds left, It looks like they're just going to try and dribble this clock out, but Adam Monterrubio goes through his legs. He wants some points. Tries to go to the corner. Ball stolen by Avante Cummings. He'll go up for a layup. Won't find it. He'll head to the stripe now with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, he probably won't have time to head to the stripe here because the clock is running now. And it looks like that's going to wrap things up with Jackson beating GlenOak 86-50.
With that, Mike, we will have some post-game interviews for you now, probably from the Jackson side of things. But with that being said, that'll be Mike and I signing off just for a little bit, and we'll be right back.
All right, Mike Popovich back here at Jackson High School, where the Polar Bears roll past the GlenOak Golden Eagles by a score of 86-50. Look at some of the top scores in the game for Jackson. Cam Weekly ended up with 10 points on the night. He had a hot start for the Polar Bears. Mitch Finnefrock had 16 points. Caden Loy with 13 points. Landon Thiel had 15 points, and Kyle Monterrubio with 11 points. For GlenOak, some of their top scorers, Bryce Broom, he led the way with 11 points, and Issa White, Caden Balcom, and Reese Serger each had 7 points. So the final score again, Jackson 86, GlenOak 50, and Aiden Brueck and I will be back with some post-game interviews right after this.
All right, Wiki.
All right, Mike Popovich back here again at Jackson, where the Polar Bears defeated the GlenOak Golden Eagles by a score of 86-50. We're still trying to track down post-game interviews. Just wanted to hop on and give you a couple of scores. In the Eastern Buckeye Conference, Minerva is leading Marlington by a score of 58-53 in the fourth quarter. And in the Federal League, Perry is on top of Green 23-19 at halftime. Green looking for their first win of the season under first-year head coach Mitch Spottleson. So again here tonight at Jackson, the Polar Bears defeated GlenOak 86-50. And Aiden Brueck and I will be back on with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live. We have Jackson head coach Tim Tebevec right here with us now after such a commanding win over GlenOak. I mean, you said it on the way up here. You weren't expecting that.
No, definitely not. I mean, our league's good. We haven't played a lot of games. We played 6 games, 5-1. We had 2 close games, and the other guys were blowouts. So we came in this morning. We had some good energy this morning to shoot around. And kids came out tonight, made some shots, played hard. And we got off to a good start, and defensively and rebounding was huge for us tonight.
Absolutely. So Monterubio able to run that post for you guys, but you don't just have him. You got Landon Thiel coming off the bench as well. So Such a talent like that, being able to come off the bench in the first place to come in for another tall guy. I mean, how does that affect you guys?
Yeah, I told Landon we need him to come in and give us some spark off the bench. He's 6'7", Division I athlete going to Ohio State for baseball. I think we have 5 solid starters, and then we got to develop a bench. And Landon starts with Landon, and then we got Lancey off the bench and Hinderegger. So we're developing some other guys. So it's a long season. We play 6 games. Now we're going to start playing Tuesday, Friday, and getting a rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. So you were talking about having such a solid starting 5, kind of anchored by Cam Weekly, but also you have Finnefrock that's able to come off the 3-point line and just nail almost every shot. I mean, he missed 2 shots tonight from 3. I mean, what more could you ask out of that kid?
We got 3-year starters with Cam and Mitch and Monterubio. They've been playing varsity for 3 years, and I'll see 4 of our starters back with Baker. So we got a lot of experience, good senior class, captains. We have 4 captains, Baker, Mitch, Monty, and Cam. So that's 4 guys to lead with.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, with this win, you guys are going to go on next week, obviously, on Tuesday. I mean, what does that kind of look like for you guys coming in, with all this transitional period?
Well, we'll come in and watch film tomorrow. Our focus is 1 game at a time. Perry's good. We saw Perry twice. They got some length. They got some experience too, so they got 5 starters back. So it's 1 game. Federal League's so tough. We'll just concentrate on 1 game at a time. Enjoy tonight for about maybe 24 hours, and then come back and get ready for Perry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Congratulations, man.
I appreciate you guys doing this stuff.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.